Hello, my great students. I have some breaking news regarding the US entry restrictions. Yes, we have got new presidential proclamation in the US. Why? This is to restrict entry of foreign nationals to protest the United States from foreign terrorists and other national security and public safety threats. So listen very carefully and take your pen and paper. On June 4th, 2025, the President of the United States issued a presidential proclamation restricting the entry of foreign nationals to protect the United States from foreign terrorists and other national security and public safety threats. Full stop. This proclamation is effective at 12:01 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time on June 9, 2025, meaning it is taking effect immediately. So, let's continue. The proclamation fully or partially suspends the entry of nationals of the following 19 countries. So we start number 1, Afghanistan, Myanmar, Chad, Republic of the Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Yemen, Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela. Full stop. The proclamation will be implemented by CPB and partner agencies. Yeah, CPB, we know it means Customs and Border Protection. Yes, it will be implemented by CPB and partner agencies, such as U.S. Department of State, into brackets DOS, implementing via visa issuance updates. So let's go down to scope. Under scope, number 1, the suspensions and limitations on entry for nationals of the above listed countries are effective at 12:01 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time on June 9, 2025 for travelers that do not have a valid visa issued on or prior to June 8, 2025. So, if you belong to the above countries that I've just read, and you have a US visa that is valid, but it was not issued on 8th of June or before 8th of June, you are not going to be accepted for travel. So do not attempt to travel because it will not be possible. In any way, even if you are cleared to travel, you shall not be allowed to enter the US. So if you have a visa that was issued on 9th of June, 10th, that is issued after the 8th of June, that was not issued on 8th of June or before 8th of June 2025, for now, there is a ban. And remember, I have been singing regarding the changes that occur in immigration rules. So now this one is a list, it can change tomorrow. So let us keep ourselves updated. For like keep saying, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a legal advisor. These are the rules as at now. So for if you belong to the above countries, now you cannot travel. Scope number 2, travelers, regardless of nationality or visa class, presenting a visa that was issued on or prior to June 8, 2025, shall generally be permitted to travel and will be inspected by CPB. Yes, that means Customs and Border Protection in alignment with current law and regulations if no other boarding concerns are identified. Remember, even if you have a visa that was issued on 8th or before 8th, when you can be cleared to travel, but at the point of entry, at the POE, point of entry in the US, you shall undergo scrutiny and they can decide on whether you shall enter or not. Because I told you, when you have a visa does not mean that you must enter the country concerned. Because the embassy that issued the visa and the point of entry are two different entities. See, this means the US embassy And the US immigration at point of entry are different entities. You can be refused entry, and that is their right. So if you are told to go back home, please run back home. So, exceptions. Because in everything there are exceptions. Other exceptions. Additionally, comma, the following are accepted from the proclamation. So if you lie below, remember you can travel. So listen very carefully. Number 1 are the exemptions. Any lawful permanent residents of the United States. Lawful permanent residents are called the LPR. Yes, if you have a green card for the US, you are accepted. But you can also be refused entry in case of anything. But if you have a green card, you are accepted. You can travel. Number 2, any dual national of a country designated under Section 2 and 3 of the Proclamation when the individual is traveling on a passport issued by a country not designated. Because you could be a dual citizen of the country that I named above, but you have another citizenship that is different from the designated nationalities. So that one is good to note. Number 3, any foreign national traveling with a valid non-immigrant visa in the following classifications. Yes, be very careful and take notes. A-1. Yes, an A-1 visa. Even if you have an A-1 visa, you can travel even if you belong to the country that I read as banned to travel. Visa number 2, A-2, comma, C-2, comma, C-3, comma, G-1, comma, G-2. You can call it G-2 or G-2, whichever. Just understand that anyway. Comma, G-3 or G-3, comma, G4 visa or G-4, comma, NATO-1, comma, NATO-2, comma, NATO-3, comma, NATO-4, comma, NATO-5, comma, or -5, NATO-6, comma, let me say dash. Many people understand dash, comma. So, and then we go to number 4. Any athlete or member of an athletic team, comma, including coaches, comma, persons performing unnecessary support role, comma, and immediate relatives, comma, traveling for the World Cup, comma, Olympics, comma, or other major sporting event as determined by the Secretary of State. Remember, there is a determination by the Secretary of the US of the state in the US. So you can travel, but there are some restrictions. And remember, at point of entry, they can check and see whether you are supposed to enter. So if you are told not to enter, please go back home very fast. So number 5, immediate family immigrant visa. Immediate family immigrant visa into brackets IR-1 stroke CR-1, comma, IR-2, comma, CR-2, comma, IR-5 into brackets with clear and convincing evidence of identity and family relationship, for example, DNA. So with this, you have to have clear identity of relationship, of family relationship, meaning that you can even travel and be not allowed to enter if they do not, you don't have the clear family identity or relationship, for example, DNA. So from number 5, we go to number 6, adoptions into brackets IR-3, comma, IR-4, comma, IH-3, comma, IH-4. These are visas, by the way. Those annotations are normally in the visas, not in the visitor's visa. Number 7, Afghan special immigrant visas. Number 8, special immigrant visas for United States government employees. And the last one, number 8, immigrant visas for ethnic and religious minorities facing persecution or in Iran. So there's a note. If a traveler is a national of one of the countries specified in the proclamation, comma, but is presenting a valid Form I-512, comma, PARCIS document or other similarly issued facilities document, comma, the alien will be considered out of. Yes, out of scope and will be permitted to travel and will be inspected by CPB. CPB means Customs and Border Protection, in alignment with current law and regulation, comma, even if the document is issued after 8th of June 2025. Please, you can review that video and rewatch it until it gets into your brain. Document validation. Number 1. Carriers participating in the document validation program, comma, the R that recommend no board response may be returned for any in-scope travelers who should not be boarded. Number 2. Carriers who do not participate in document validation will receive notification via the RCLG for these travelers and should follow their boarding guidance. So any carrier who transport passengers that are not accepted by the proclamation may be subject to a carrier fine. That is good to note. So if you lie under those countries, please, it is good to be very careful and follow all the rules. Consult further. Remember, this is not legal advice. For any legal advice, please consult a lawyer. Yes. So thank you.